this might segue into a conversation I want to have with you actually.
Ooh.
It's this like extreme determination to not be a burden on anybody in my life, like for any reason at all.
Right.
And it's like I will go to such lengths to prevent that from happening. But here is the thought experiment that I had over the weekend. Is the question: is independence overrated?
Is independence overrated? That sounds like a real Loki kind of thing to say, doesn't it?
Maybe, yeah.
Like you crave subjugation.
Well, so
glorious purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like, and this is probably just actually accurate, at least for the United States. But we are as a country, pretty built on this idea of independence, individualism versus collectivism. So, and we've talked about that exact thing before. Like there are other countries throughout the world where you may live like with your entire family unit, like your entire life, and
Right.
be very active in your immediate and local community, and like everything you're doing at all times is trying to contribute to this greater everyone-ness.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like there's a lot of us where it's like it is that thought of, how can I have my house, drive my own car,
Yeah.
not have to be like financially dependent on any other person.
Right.
Like, yeah, being a strong, independent person.
Right.
It's like a catchphrase.
Right.
And it's like, is or should that be even the case at all? Like, do we put too much priority on this when like interdependence could just like literally be better?
That is an extremely, I think, broad and deep question at the same time. And I think if we knew the answer, we would be able to we would do it.
Oh,
It's
like we'd be able to like implement some kind of change.
Right. Like I heard once that, or I remember reading once that if there was a correct way to raise your kids, there'd only be one book.
Oh, sure.
Right. Like
that's
if
funny.
there was a correct, absolute, definite way to do it, there'd be one book that told you what to do, and you'd only have to read that book, and everyone would get it.
Right.
Right. And it would just be the correct way, and it would work every time. But that's obviously not the case. Like the correct way to raise your kid is the way you raise your kid.
Right.
But so like if there was a known correct way to coexist with everyone on Earth, there'd only be one book.
Right.
It's like I don't